Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification. The show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
If you want to hear yourself on the show, why not leave us a voicemail at 216-302-8763. That's 216-302-8POD.
Stays Crunchy.
For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and of course at the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever you can.
Stays Crunchy.
And if the pockets is feeling extra chunky, you can put in on this and support our Patreon. It's available at patreon.com/stayscrunchyandmilk. And if you donate at the $5 or higher level, you get an entire extra show each month with even more content coming soon.
Stays Crunchy.
Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, the Internet's Tayrail713. Once more from the comfy confines of Susie's Soups at 2:30 here on Road East in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Stays Crunchy and Milk. It's either episode 315 or episode 316. I am now confused as I was looking at the folder that holds our episodes, and I'm like, that seems to be
very confident last episode. He was like 314.
That seems to be an extra episode in there, So now I'm concerned.
Okay.
No worries.
That look like he got some extra purple in there today.
That's a good looking salad.
It is. Full house, which means we got Tatum 216, Lunchbox 2099, and the Real ODP in the structure.
The real old dirty Danish.
I'm really only here for the salad and sandwich, if I'm being honest.
I'm just here because I don't want to get fined. Yeah, y'all didn't know we fine each other for not showing up. It's what we do in this episode, in this podcast street.
What? I owe a lot.
Gabe owes a lot in back fines.
But we out here and
Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me.
for real. My man Gabriel actually had for once in a while some loose time, so he was like, take advantage. So
The boss is out.
we on mic doing the damn thing.
What about the rest of the East Street crew?
See, I didn't know Max
Weinberg,
Weinberg's kid plays.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, one's out permanently, right?
That's the joke you know with. You make it that joke about somebody passing on the glory. Damn, homie.
I said it was a joke. I was just making a
this
statement.
is a comedy.
Say what's in your
podcast.
heart, make it funny to you.
Yeah,
Not everyone's gonna like it.
don't pay attention to his Tayrail's constant pearl clutching. This soldier through. Keep going.
Death is funny to those people who don't fear it.
I don't fear, but I don't think it's amusing either.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the circumstances. I shouldn't have.
I did. You know what?
I'm not proud of that.
Just
but-
wait and let it out there. In a couple years, if a movement crops up off of it, then you knew.
Okay.
You apologize after the fact.
Yeah, I didn't ever know he was dead. I thought it was funny. I didn't know he had a dead kid.
No, Max Weinberg. No, not Max Weinberg's kid. It was somebody in the East band that passed away. The black dude.
Oh, fuck you, Gabe. The only black dude in the crew you think is funny? No.
I know we're gonna get into it. This whole Popeyes chicken sandwich thing. I gotta say, man, I read it and I shared it with you guys yesterday. That thread that I shared, I was kind of mad about it.
Which one?
The one about like Popeyes got like 23 million.
Black folk need to get more business. All right,
Yeah.
let's just hit the ground running. Same difference. No worries, girl. Come on, trip. We here.
Six?
You got one pepperoni on it?
Yep.
Oh no,
That one's mine.
that was yours. Okay, so
So I still have a sandwich.
okay.
Do you have anything else that you're waiting?
He's waiting on his sandwich. What is it?
The Reuben.
I can remember your table.
All right, cool. Thank you. We're gonna hit the ground. I'm just gonna hit the ground running with Popeyes
I did not
chicken
have the sandwich, but I have input on this.
Yeah, so we in these Popeye streets now. You know what it is. Apparently, Popeyes has made a sandwich that rivals even that of the mighty Chick-fil-A,
does not.
according to the internet.
Oh, yes. There we go.
And so we finally just was like, time was on our side, and a coworker was missing, so we got to use her parking pass.
There you go, say,
So here you go. And so we,
Enjoy.
yep. we were like, let's go get it in while we can. Now we looked it up, and it turns out this Popeyes, at least on their website, said they didn't have the sandwich. So we were just like, well, fuck, let's go get some chicken because Popeyes make good chicken. Anyway, and the last time we went to Popeyes was in Canada, and they got everything on my order wrong, and I mean, nothing was right.
Popeyes is notorious. Okay, I'll get into it, but no.
Yeah. And so we got up there, and sure as shit, they were making the sandwiches. I was like, oh, cool.
Let's step back for a bit. So we all in the line, and I'm like, everybody's, kind of doing their own shit. I don't know what she was doing up there. I definitely don't know what Lunch was thinking about.
I was looking at Instagram.
Okay.
I remember he was playing on his phone. I'm pretty sure he was talking to Vanessa because I saw him texting. Mm-hmm. I was on Instagram.
I actually was not. I was just reading. I was reading the board trying to figure out what I was going to order because I'm like,
no, you had your phone in your hand at one
I
point.
totally had my phone in my hand.
Of course he gonna say it. He was talking to the side piece.
So my bad side piece. And I remember I was on Instagram, and I know you were behind me.
And I was like, Lunch, did that lady just say sandwich? He was like, no, Raggy. And I was just like, okay. And then at that point, Lunch peeped game, and it was like, I'm gonna go put my phone down. He started fucking with his phone.
So at that point, I felt like I had to contribute.
Yeah, and then at that point, he put down his phone, and then he's like, yeah, she did say sandwich. So then like a couple minutes later, it's like me and Dad already knew. We weren't trying to. We had already, I don't know, subliminally told each other like, don't talk about it. Let's wait till we get up there.
Yeah.
And then T was like, y'all know they have sandwiches? Why you tell me y'all didn't have sandwiches? And I was like,
I look and I see the dude off. One lone dude is preparing sandwiches for this whole, for this entire operation. And I mean, one.
If I'm being honest, I had my head in the phone because we were at like a severely chaotic Popeyes where there was already a bunch of people waiting for food when we got in there.
It makes you anxious.
And then I was the only white person in that whole place at that time. At that time. More came in later.
No way, we had a white dude in front of us before us.
I thought he was Latino.
He was Latinx. Yes, he definitely was. You could tell by the shoes and the hair. But honestly, as you say, it was chaotic. I say it was normal Popeye.
It was Popeye,
yeah.
Again, I was tweeting to somebody yesterday. At least I forgot her last name. She writes for her own paper down in Boston.
I was wondering how the lady found me.
She writes because she follows me.
Yeah, but like I tweeted, and then like she replied to me, and you didn't retweet me or nothing.
I had responded to you, and then she responded to that. So that's how that direction went.
No, I'm pretty sure she just tweeted right at me. I mean, maybe she saw your reply. No,
I retweeted you. Is what it is. I like to retweet you. Yeah.
Okay.
So, she writes for a paper down in Baltimore. So, and she's cool, a very smart lady.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if like I was being attacked at first or what. Cause like
no, well, who knows? Maybe, but
that comes later.
What it is I have been to Popeyes, literally at this point, coast to coast. And up and down, and a couple times in Canada. So I really have gone to Popeyes all in a pretty large range of areas, and they are all this way. They are terrible. They are run inefficiently. They all seem confused, and
they're out of something.
They always out of something, and rarely do they get it right the first time. If you go through the drive-thru, it's almost always pull up to the side. We'll bring it out to you. I've never gone to the drive-thru and had my food handed to me and left Popeyes.
I never go through the drive-thru unless it's like they're closed inside.
Yeah.
Like from working at Wendy's, I learned never to go. I don't like going through the drive-thru at a restaurant unless I have to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, beauty comes out of that chaos every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because like you go in there and you order enough chicken, they be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna throw something else in there." Or when, like I said, I never really order spicy, but I've had to come to the point where it's like, well, we ain't got this, we don't got this in original, so I'll give you 6 spicy breasts. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and again, so it's like, if you know how to roll with the punches, Popeyes is just, you'll figure it out. I hadn't been to the one over there on Clark in years. it was chaos to a note that I'm like, I felt bad for everybody working there. I was like, this is too bad for everybody here. The lady seemed genuinely upset that we was ordering the sandwiches. The one dude, and I'm not lying to you, was one lone person making the sandwiches. He was the one having to wrap.
Not only was he
the
making
sandwich
sandwiches, that dude was what we would call a sliding bumper.
Yeah.
Because he brought biscuits out. He was in the back washing pans.
Yeah.
Washing pans when I still needed a fucking sandwich. So it was.
It was too far gone in its chaos. It was the chaos in a way that I'm like, y'all.
It's clearly like the lady who's the manager is like she's the manager, but it's like she don't know how to organize shit.
And thusly does not manage, because I've made
Manager
my
by
order.
title, not by ability.
I've made my order, but the person completing the orders has to ask every single person, "What did you order?" Well, there should be a screen right there to tell you what we ordered, right?
Yeah, stop taking the stuff off the
Yeah,
screen
they
if it's
had
not
one.
really done.
Well, and they had one screen, and it was on the wall by the cash register. It's not near where anyone who's making the food is actually at.
Yeah. And so,
And as a manager, you shouldn't be touching food at all.
yeah. And so it was just like I said, it was just cast in a way that whatever. So we get the sandwiches fine after a very long while, and a fine sandwich, nothing to write home about. Like it wasn't. This was not the groundbreaking sandwich I was made to think it was. It was poorly put together. I gotta blame the single sandwich guy on this one, because the biscuits, the bread was getting put in backwards because it got dropped. So there's, I don't know if you have worked fast food, but I don't know if you ever worked with buns. There's a roller that you butter the bread with, and you drop it in the toaster. It's an auto kind of toaster. It falls through. But you got to go the right way, so the white side gets toasted, not the brown side at the top of the bun. But top of my buns is both toasted, which means he put the buns in backwards.
So
That's just common sense.
it is just common sense, but at the same time, out of 5 sandwiches, only one of us made right.
Correct.
And so, in my thinking,
And that's pretty much about the numbers for
so lunch had the only sandwich that was buttered and made right, because if you're putting the pepper mayonnaise or whatever kind of mayonnaise in there on the soft side that's not grilled, all of it soaking into the bread instead of like being properly sauced. And that was before lunch had got to that sandwich. He was just like, I don't taste none of the sauce.
Yeah, the toast acts as a bit
buffer.
of a shield, if you will, against the mayo. And so it's actually done like that for a reason. And like I said, I am certain when done correctly, probably a really good sandwich. It was just done not correctly. And so we had a mediocre Popeyes going experience, and the sandwich was like, whatever. I feel like because I had a bad experience, I will probably revisit this at another point in time to see if maybe I can get a properly made sandwich, to see if the experience matches up with some of what people are saying on the internet.
And I will revisit to see if I can actually get the sandwich.
Yeah. So now we fast forward, and Box sends a picture of a tweet to us, and it's like a dude going off about how some group has said that Popeyes had with basically $23 million worth of free advertising, basically because people were discussing a sandwich online, and black folk need to do better. And I'm just like, the fuck you mean, dog? We can't just have fun on the internet and talk about our sandwich eating experience and laugh at videos of a man talking to his wife about the sandwich and crawling across the bed. And
it was a dude who's just like, black people have all the power and we don't organize and we don't take control. These companies wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for black Twitter. And I'm thinking, like, you're not the only one eating the sandwich. Social media is all inclusive.
You are not representative of black people.
But
you
after
one lone person.
I gotta half-heartedly agree with him. Like, we don't use our power enough, but at the same time, where do we use it?
Did you get me? You tell
I mean,
me.
like at the same time, like the guy a couple years ago with the patty pies.
Yeah.
Like, them fucking pies sold out because of one dude, pretty much.
And he ended up running game, and him and Patty became the connect, and
There was a fly on my cup.
Yeah, he got on her show, but at the same time,
he ate Thanksgiving with her.
He ate Thanksgiving with her, but like, imagine if he would have used it.
But
in what regards? Like, can be like, Patty, I'm gonna tell everyone your pie sucks unless that's like extortion, right?
No, not like that. I'm saying like,
see, what it is like the thing is, all of this is accidental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one knew we was gonna be laughing our full head off of this man saying Patty. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know it was gonna work out like that. It just happened to work out that way.
that's very true.
And so the same thing, like I said, I didn't know it was gonna be hilarious watching the man crawl across the bed and his wife try to explain to her how good the chicken and the pickles was.
The pickles was.
Listen to me. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, that's how most things are. It's like, you don't know exactly how great it's going to be I just feel like at the end of the day, the sandwich doesn't warrant all that. It was just.
I don't know what food item would warrant as much. What's almost seems like chaos and madness. Look,
Putting 9 letters in the microwave.
But then I see last night my man Winston from Try It You'll Like It Pod. My man Nick Weiger from Doughboys is out there trying the sandwich, and they're getting these beautiful versions of the sandwich that I just did not get.
Yeah.
Like chunky slices of breast and pickles. Like
Those pickles were the highlight.
Something about them pickles was a game changer. It was real tasty pickles.
What's the name of the ones that are in the cooler section all the time? Clausen?
All the ones that's in the refrigerator section.
The one with the bird on it?
No.
Clausen's are the one with the bird on it. But no, Vlasic is the one with the bird on it.
Yes.
Vlasic's bird, yeah.
Clausen, I think, is the one that's in
the refrigerator section.
Yeah, I think.
I know one thing. The pickles with the picture of the same-sex couple in bed will definitely not end up on the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
The pickles is called that is hilarious. It's a pickle brand called Bubby's Pickles that my lady bought me because she calls me Bubby. And those pickles are awful, but the jars. So the jars. So
Them pickles are awful, baby.
We still keep the jar. No, she knew what she liked.
You have
These
any
are
idea what
gross.
I'm talking about, by the way? I hate to explain the joke.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
Have you seen a jar of pickles that has a same-sex couple on it?
Maybe I misinterpreted, but it looked like what's it called? Anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphized?
A humanized pepper and a humanized pickle both look like ladies in bed together. Maybe they're just hanging out and not a couple.
If indeed we can find this art, it'll probably be a show art, and then maybe you can be like, oh hey, that is sex pickles. I don't know what's going on there, bro.
That's your show
Hot
title.
pickles on the
Sex pickles?
Hot pickles on the sex platter.
You know
Boom,
what?
boom.
That works solid. Now I will try to remember it, and if I don't remember it, I'll hear myself say it here. It'll hopefully remind me.
I'll see if I can find the picture.
But it's like I said, you don't know something's gonna pop off before it pop off. I was like, I don't know how you organize that to be like, okay, people, okay, black people, we are getting behind this Popeye chicken and force with the express notion that they will be paying us X amount of money.
I guess it's a bit of is a black girl lost a sorority for ice. Like, are we trying to get away from chicken, or are we trying to run towards it?
Look, I heard about the first time listening to What's the Tea. Reggie was telling Nick about how he went to, he in New York. And he said he went to his Popeyes around his way. They had a sandwich. He tried the sandwich. It was amazing. And he went back and has since gone back multiple times to get multiple sandwiches. And I'm like, there you go. That was just somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's folk who I know enough of that I'm like, cool. They like that sandwich. Must be a pretty decent sandwich. I should try the sandwich. But then the internet just lit a fire. And I was like, what the hell? I guess I need to try this damn sandwich. So we went to try the sandwich, and the sandwich wasn't. Our experience with the sandwich wasn't as good as everybody else on the internet. But I'm glad people are having a good time, and I don't have an expectation that all of a sudden you figure out how to, I don't know, make Popeyes pay you for enjoying it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to share in the fun. I went out last night after everyone went to bed to go get the chicken sandwich, and I opened my window to hear the guy in front of me ordering, and she's like, "We only got 2 chicken sandwiches left." I'm like, "Oh," and the guy goes, I'll just take one," and like, you know what? And I'm like, I know it was coming after that. You know what? Like, let me get the last 2. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, and I stayed in line just to confirm. Like, that guy in front of me just ordered. This is what I said to the person.
Yeah.
And the speaker like, "Welcome to Popeyes." Like, that guy in front of me just ordered the last 2 chicken sandwiches. She's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I'm like, "All right," and I left.
Yeah.
Went to Mr. Hero because I don't know why. It's something I can eat. Like, there's certain things like people in relationships know this. There's certain things like, ew, I'm not gonna eat that. Like, well, I can only eat that when I'm alone.
Yeah.
When I dine alone. And Mr. Hero was closed, and I'm like, I'm not hungry. I'm gonna go home.
You going to get a Roman burger?
Yes. Well, that or a small Roman burger and a small hot butter cheesesteak.
It's like if people who go to Mr. Heroes, I mean, they really only go for it's the Roman burger.
Roman burger or the hot butter cheesesteak.
Yeah, the cheesesteak.
Why do they have other sandwiches? I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you what the other sandwiches are.
I used to love
maybe a tuna.
I used to love the country chicken from there. But at the same time, what do you think about trying the new the Impossible Whopper?
I should have thought of that. I'm interested in that because as a sometimes very inconsistent vegetarian, vegan, whatever now, Although, if you're vegan, they're cooking it on the same grill as the
So let's walk through that.
A man like me.
You can request that it be cooked separate from the other ones. I have no idea what they're going to cook it on at that point. I just got a feeling they're going to microwave it.
Also, they just should be like, oh, sure. No, just throw it on the grill. Like, this guy's not going
I
to
guess,
fucking know.
but sometimes, like he
That's
said,
what my thought was.
like he said, sometimes you just got to go in and be like, let's direct traffic, as opposed to trying to order from the drive-thru. And so with
They'll be blocking with their body, like, don't look back here. Don't look back here.
You don't want no questions.
Don't look what I'm doing. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
with a little bit
I'm
of
so embarrassed.
with a little bit of effort, you I guess you can have a vegan variation of the thing. But I'm just saying, for vegetarian,
It consistent.
yeah, it works. You know what I'm saying? You get in there and get you know what I'm saying, a nice little representation of the Whopper that I believe Daniel said tastes better than the Whopper.
It does.
Oh.
I got it the other night after we had talked about it. I felt like I had to try it because I'd had an Impossible Burger at a restaurant before, and it was fine. And when I had it at the restaurant, it was funny because I actually had bacon and eggs on it, which people find hilarious. But I'm like, I'm not vegetarian or vegan or anything. I just wanted to try the burger.
Yeah.
And I still eat eggs and bacon, so why the fuck shouldn't I put eggs and bacon on it? But anyway, when I had it at that restaurant, it had kind of like a overcooked meat, like almost like they did medium well, is how the consistency of it was. Like when I had it at the Burger King, I didn't get that same like dry taste. I swear to God, like I ate half the sandwich and had to like look down to make sure that like I wasn't eating beef.
Oh.
It tasted like someone finally had perfected the Whopper and made it taste good.
Oh, good. I want to try this.
Like it was way better than any Whopper, like meat Whopper I've ever had in my life.
Ness had it, and I had a bite off of it. And what I don't like about some of the new, Beyond. What I don't like about Beyond Meat, which is a competitor to the Impossible Burger, is it tries too much to taste like beef, and I don't like the taste of beef. And so I tried that, and I was like, "This is disgusting. I don't want
then
that."
you're not the target audience.
But then I tried the Impossible Burger, just a bite of it, nice salty, good flavor, good consistency. The bite of beef, because believe me, I know what beef tastes like. I'm not inexperienced with beef, and just a more flavorful, more tasty burger situation than Beyond Meat. So I think if you want the taste of meat from a guy who only eats chicken, I would say go for Beyond Meat where its options at, where it's offered at. But this Impossible Burger, pretty tasty. I didn't have a whole one. I just had a bite of my ladies, and it was relatively tasty to me.
Best veggie burgers I've had are the ones that say, fuck tasting like meat, we're going to taste like our own thing.
Yeah.
And you get a black bean burger with some good spice and some good bean consistency.
What it is, I've had some poorly manufactured like black bean burgers where it's just like it falls to
Yeah, I was gonna say every
that's
black
a
bean
problem.
burger I've ever had is like I take one bite and the whole fucking thing crumbles, and at that point I could have just ordered a bowl of beans and eaten it with a spoon.
Exactly. So when I've not had I've had one singular good black bean experience, and I can't recall even where I'm gonna say like Ruby Tuesday or something.
Because you went in the back and shot the ship.
But I eat Boca's turkey burgers. I know that seems weird, but Boca's vegetarian turkey burgers because one, I like that taste. It tastes nothing like turkey. But I don't know what it tastes like, but it is good. That is what I eat at the house, and I eat them regularly. That's in my freezer right now.
I wonder, like, if they could make, of course, this would probably be easier to make, instead of trying to make it taste like a turkey burger, a vegetarian Thanksgiving burger.
Like a Thanksgiving patty of sorts.
Like, well, with some cornbread and some
Oh,
cranberries.
they do a Wahlburger.
I bet you we could make it happen.
No, well, I guess, but like the actual burger is made with cornmeal, some
Oh,
cranberries,
so like where's
and some
Wahlburgers
greens.
where they
Yeah.
put like the stuffing toppings on and stuff. You want
Yeah.
to mix it into the patty.
Yes.
Okay.
With just like a vegetarian patty with some butternut squash and
I don't like Boca's chicken patties. They're
chicken.
And
I like those.
I don't like the consistency of it. The a little too thin, so the bite doesn't feel right on your teeth. So I don't. But I'm also not eating. Guess what? I don't do the grocery shopping in my house no more. My lady does that, so I'm eating what I have. So the options are, hey, sweet, thanks for buying these turkey burgers. I really fuck with, and I fry them up in the pan. I don't microwave them. I'm not that dude. I fry them up with a little olive oil on the stove. You saying?
Yeah, where are you at getting an air fryer?
We was talking about it, but it's like I don't know if I have cabinet retail for it. The countertop retail for it.
We keep ours in the basement and bring it up when needed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we use ours like every day.
Well, Oh, I forgot to share my bad Popeyes experience.
Before you get into that, I just want to, on the air fryer thing, I went to a cookout last Saturday, which I believe I talked about in the last episode, sparingly. But we had the full-on, like, we're all fucking adults now type of talk where we're all sitting around talking about smoking meats. Then we discussed air fryers. It was a very, like, full-on suburban white male adult conversation. So,
Well, we make fun of those conversations, but think about the conversations that you had when you were young. They're like, they were stupid. Like,
But I
man,
mean-
remember that time we got fucked up, or remember that time?
well, no,
that
but I mean, it's
Jimmy
like
did something stupid.
it's all
like,
topical to where we are in our lives. now.
conversations.
well,
You know, now we're all like, we even like talked about the sous vide channel, sous vide everything.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Google Foods and shit. And I was like, damn, I'm not the only one in their like mid-30s going to this like, fuck going out. I want to just barbecue some brisket.
well, what was your guys' youthful conversation?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Remember that time? What's her name?
I mean,
got
by the
finger
time,
banged?
like,
I don't know.
honestly, it was conversations like we have now because when I was 19 and around there, I was hanging out with T and stuff like that. So I never really had a chance to be like, have really some of those fuck off moments. Was like, I was so high last night.
Yeah, I didn't do that enough I was not enough of I didn't get drunk. I didn't get high in high school or anything like that there. So I couldn't been like, I was so whatever. I didn't have those experiences. I just didn't. I'm sorry.
Hey, T, you watch your 401k? That was more of our conversations in our.
We talk about The Simpsons a ton.
Okay,
Now
there
that I
you
can
go.
tell you right now.
Well, that's evergreen.
That was it really, you know what I'm saying? So
So your Popeyes experience?
All right, so not the one I just talked about going last night, but like in general, like we all, you guys were talking about how Popeyes is bad service. We went to a Popeyes once, like just because I was sick of going to the same shit, and I suggested it, so I look like the asshole when things go south. And they're like, "All right, pull around after you go through the drive-through." Exactly. And we're sitting there for a while, like, what the fuck is taking so long? I go inside, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we forgot to make your order."
Yep.
Like, what do you want? Do you want to wait, or I want my money back? And it just ended up going to this. Could have just cut out the middleman and gone to a Burger King, which was originally suggested.
yeah.
Like, pretty much, I was just fucking forgotten.
Yes. And again,
Well, shit, even when we went yesterday, T ordered before me, and they skipped him and made mine and handed me my food before they handed T his. He was up in the
What
line
I do
for like another
respect,
5
you
minutes.
were the lone white dude in there. It's like we got to treat him right. Like he might
But
be a
she
secret.
was real
tell
sour to
the
me at the
others.
register.
Yeah, she's like, I know him. I seen his food blog before. He a black dude. I mean, he a white dude with a beard. I know he got a blog about food.
I mean, like you saw when I ordered the sandwiches and I was trying to do that shit at the register. She was just all like, she had that moment where she stopped talking, took like a long breath of like, I want to kill myself.
Speaking of forgotten food, did you guys order anything?
I
I was concerned they forgot you. I'm sorry to interrupt.
They fed us up at work, and so I was like, man, I'm coming down there, but I feel shitty if I don't, buy something. So I got some
And I
cookies
brought my
got a
own
beverage.
drink, so I'm breaking the rules.
All right. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
That's all right.
No, like I don't. I think that was it.
It was just like I said, it was just so. And so I know some of y'all listening right now saying it's because black folk wear Popeyes, but no, sir, no, sir. Popeyes in Toronto, Canada, was the most diverse crowd I've ever seen anybody, and not one of them was black. But still, there's a whole bunch of everything up in that one, and they got. I can't reiterate this enough to you people.
There was not a single thing right. Like, I was there for this meal. Like I asked T to get me like 3 spicy tenders and a side. Like it was when Vanessa and I stopped and got the sushi burrito.
Yeah,
And like I didn't know if I was gonna like it. I mean, I like sushi, but I'd never had a sushi
I like
burrito
burritos.
before. So like I was kind of hedging my bets. Plus, like I hadn't had Popeyes in like 4 years.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just get a hankering for some spicy chicken.
Yeah.
So I figured I'll eat the sushi burrito, and worst comes to worst, I got 3 tenders to go with it.
Yeah.
T comes back and he hands me essentially a box of like non-spicy boneless nugget things. It wasn't tenders at all. I don't know if like, and I assumed he ordered tenders. Like I wasn't there. I was waiting in the dining area. But yeah, and then like the kids, like Xander had like a half and half because they like ran out of his flavor, so I just gave him whatever. I don't even know what Lily got.
Nothing. Not one item that I ordered was right.
I wasn't.
The only thing that was right was the sodas that I personally, I think, got for myself.
First of all, T, when you say like, I know you're thinking it's black people.
Not you.
No, I'm just saying the people who make that assumption.
Yeah.
Do you really think they're like oh my God, I've been wrong this whole time. I will go forth and never be racist again.
I hope maybe it goes, oh man, word? Even in Canada? Yep, even in Canada.
Okay. I appreciate you trying to help. Maybe I'm just a little more cynical about society, but I say the people who assume that are going to continue to assume that. And
The episode that went up today is called "These White Men Are Dangerous." I bet you we got a few racists listening right now because they can't help it. They want to know how
why are
much
we dangerous?
Oh, you know.
We're dangerous to big government. That's what we're dangerous to.
I just kind of feel like I know Chick-fil-A has a bunch of downsides to it, but at the end of the day, like, I can count on my finger how many times I don't went to Chick-fil-A and it's just like, oh, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Like, on this finger, I might not even remember the time I've had something go wrong.
That's the thing, like, even if I thought the Popeyes sandwich was better than Chick-fil-A's, which
No,
I could, if it being made properly, I think it might have a shot on, like, just a spicy to spicy comparison, maybe not the whole menu.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But but it's not. It wouldn't. I don't think even if made properly, I don't think it's that much better to where I'm going to go through all the rigmarole and hassle of the bullshit that we went through yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I would eat, like, say it was like a 95% to a 90%. I would downgrade that 5% of quality just so I can go get in and out in 5 to 10 minutes and not have someone make me feel like shit.
Not only that, like, just if we had went through the rigmarole and the sandwiches were right and made properly, it should have been like, God damn, like, this still ain't worth it.
Yeah.
If they had made them perfect, it'd still have been like an 80% experience.
Well, that's what I was wondering what the comparison was. Was the comparisons spicy to spicy, straight up to straight up?
I watched one dude eat the mild sandwich. This is on Twitter, and he seemed to really enjoy it. He was like, yeah, it's a good tasting sandwich.
See, I don't even know all the different varieties they had for it because there was no signage in that bitch. That's why we didn't even know they had it until, like, a couple of people in front of us ordered it.
There was no sign on the drive-thru.
There's no sign. Even when they do have signs, I don't been in there one time like, hey, can I get blase blah on the window? We ain't got that no more. Well, take it out the fucking window. What's the point?
Well, the one video, like I said, the one video I saw on Twitter, he was like, hey, what's that sauce on your sandwich? And he goes, oh, it's a spicy. He goes, it's a spicy? He didn't even know. So then he eats spicy, and you can look on his face. It was just like he was so taken aback by how in his mind how good the sandwich was. It was pretty fun to watch that. So I check-list the game sometimes, man.
That's why this whole word of mouth thing has, like, been so successful for them, because none of us would have even have known if it wasn't.
It's like at this point, it's pretty much a secret menu item. If there's I mean, on the real, if there's nothing about
There's
it
nothing
anywhere,
in the window. There's nothing. Yeah, you're right. I just realized that.
You're not yelling out to the folk. Yeah, we got these sandwiches. People just coming in there. You got them sandwiches? We do got them sandwiches. Okay.
But like, and they're not even saying it with that kind of vigor. They're like,
No.
yeah, we got them sandwiches.
They don't want people coming in. That's why
Yeah.
they're like the people working are like, don't tell anybody about the
It
sandwiches.
was wild about it. And
Like, the lady took a call while we were in line and lied to someone on the phone and said they weren't gonna have it till Monday.
yeah, I feel like it
And on that, how did they get through? Because I called 4 times
same.
before
And
it just kept on hanging up.
Yeah.
Just like, unplug the phone.
Yeah, we were like, the only reason we even went is because we had the pass, and we're like, we don't get to go out very much for lunch like this. Let's go anyway.
Yeah.
I called and I couldn't get through either.
And you called the one over
At
around
night,
your way.
what are you doing at night?
Yeah, you called the one around your way. We called the one over there on Clark. So, just saying, it's wild out here.
And also, yes, let's not blame my fellow blacks as what was it, Herman Cain or would say?
I can't call it.
Libya.
I hate Libya. I hate to be like that, but I do mix up Herman Cain and Ben Carson.
I mean,
That's I guess.
two terrible black
Both of them got
Republicans.
gifted hands. One with pizza, one with art surgery.
Gifted Godfather's hands.
I feel like Popeyes is like using up all the credit they got, all the goodwill they got from Little Nicky back in the day. Like they've been resting on their laurels of like
Yeah.
Popeyes chicken's
Let me
fucking
tell you
awesome.
something.
It is better chicken though.
The game is this. Where it actually comes from is your boy Anthony Bourdain got arrested. Anthony Bourdain, when he was down in Lafayette, Louisiana, it's a Popeyes buffet down there, and he was there recording, filming the show, and he told the world, I ate at that buffet three times or 3 days, and when I was only there for like 4 or 5 days to film, you know what I'm saying? And he kept going back to Popeyes to eat. Popeyes chicken is amazing. It comes with the bullshit, and this is what the point I was trying to make is this. This sandwich throws off a process they've had for forever. Their process is fry this chicken, bake these motherfucking biscuits, put it up there in the front. It's easy. All of a sudden, you have to put off to the side a bread toaster that was probably never there. Somebody who needs.
Well, they still have the. See, this is the thing. I think you giving them way.
Yeah, it's been way
too much
fucked up
credit.
before this whole sandwich
No.
thing.
Because they have sandwiches there. That's not. They had the po' boys.
I feel like a jacked up situation is that much more jacked up when you throw something else on top of them.
They,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how many times I don't went in there. Like I said, I've just counted how many times I've had a mess up at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
Almost
would never forgot
every
you.
time I've been to Popeyes, like it was one time we went in there. My girlfriend still talks about this bullshit. When we went to Popeyes in the drive-thru, like if we get in an argument and it gets too much, she's like, "Don't you talk to me like that lady you talked to at Popeyes that time." I'm like, that shit was literally 6 or 7 years ago, and she still brings it up. The fact that like I got upset with this lady. Popeyes is an exciting experience every single time.
Yeah.
It is chicken and biscuits and anger.
That's my point, though. It's like
That's a
say
better show
when you add to that a whole here we have a new process. You got to learn how to both make, prepare, and fold this sandwich, and find a place, way to store this shit in your already fucked up full freezer.
Hello, this is Janelle. I'm not coming in today.
I feel like you're making excuses for people who weren't getting anything right to begin with.
Yeah,
I'm saying if they already weren't doing anything right, how you gonna put more on them? Where along the line did they get a chance
it's
to even
really
get right?
bad that like I've never.
this is your first time in one.
Yeah, I've never been inside before. Well, I guess I was in the one in Canada, but that was just like there was no.
You was watching his back.
I was in the dining hall with Vanessa while he was ordering the food. Yeah. So this is the first time I ever actually ordered inside the restaurant. I've done drive-through twice. Mm-hmm. And so this is like I walk in and we're in the line and I'm looking around at how everything's working and like I've never worked fast food in my life. Mm-hmm. But in that moment, I felt like if they were to hand me a blue shirt and get me behind the counter,
You could get it
I
together.
could get this together within an hour.
I promise you, I felt like I could.
Yeah,
I felt like we could wrestle them people right real quick.
I've been a manager before. I've eaten fast food pretty much my whole life, so I know the game as far as like the operating. Like I could have easily, I feel like, walked back there, put a little more order to the chaos, and had a tighter ship running.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if we had a food truck in a half an hour, I could make a better sandwich and run it way better real quick.
The Dan manages, I cook.
We didn't even need that. Like,
he works it up front.
There you go.
all we need is the truck.
Actually, Tatum cooks. What am I doing?
Oh,
He's like the chef. He's the one who has to invent the recipes. That's what chefs do.
He tells everyone what to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell everybody what to do.
I know, but sometimes we need you to tell us what to do.
We can just.
White people run Barrio, and Barrio was always fucking up my orders.
Oh yeah, it was just a Cleveland.
Mario sucks.
Let's not pick on Popeyes.
Yeah, Cleveland.com just put out an article saying we have another Barrio opening up for some reason.
Yeah, I do. I badmouth Barrio every chance I get. And all the white people are like, "You don't love Barrio? Barrio is amazing." I'm like, Barrio is trash. It's the worst guac I've ever had in my life. Stop being white and start using your taste buds.
What's the other one? Cleveland. What's the other Barrio spot?
Cleveland burrito. Ohio City burrito.
Ohio City, that place sucks too. You know how hard it is being white and actually knowing how food tastes? Like having a spice rack that has more than like salt and pepper on it.
What's the name of that Denzel movie where he blind and got the Bible?
Book of Eli.
Yeah, you got the tongue of Eli. You got the last taste bud on the last taste bud on a white person's mouth. Look at this tongue. You got to save him.
Like, I swear to God, it's like white people will think anything's great as long as the place also serves alcohol.
You know what? Alcohol do make some shit taste good.
Social lubricant. It'll get you over the hump.
Social lubricant and strapping down.
You mean
food
we
lubricant.
can drink there? This place is amazing.
It did make parenting more enjoyable on my vacation.
Oh.
I mean, Chuck E. Cheese is running it, right?
Oh yeah, you got the beer there now, so you can do whatever.
Chucky,
This pizza is amazing.
You got enough time to share about your little
It's gonna have to be
vacation?
another episode.
All right. It's cool.
I thought we'd have some more kvetching to do anyway.
Yeah, it's all right, man. So basically, the Popeye sandwich experience, it was okay.
I still have to have some words with Rod from the Black Guy Who Tips about Domino's being a black game.
I kind of feel like you should just leave it alone. Like
I feel like if you want to write to a fun
I'm not
email,
upset about it.
Oh no, I don't think you're upset about it, but like, I don't know.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of crossover. I didn't know all these stereotypes for black stereotypes: grape soda, fried chicken,
Maybe
all
like,
that shit. I'm like, I've
you
been
know,
eating and
white
drinking
people
this
have
stuff all
taken
my
so
life.
much from black people. Maybe it's time we let black people take something from somebody else and like just let them have Domino's.
Well, then we're gonna dispute
Yeah, but at
who
the
had
same
Domino's
time,
first.
I don't never see no Domino's for Chicago and DC on them. So
You do see Puerto Rico.
yeah, I see Puerto Rico all the time.
Man, I know a lot of Puerto Ricans, and they love writing Puerto Rico or having the flag air fresheners and shit. Like, they let you know.
We'll
Did
put a
Puerto Rico
flag.
the Puerto Rico festival happen already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a month ago.
The Puerto Rican flag on a rooster's wing.
Yeah, or on a coquille or a frog of any type. We just assume it's a coquille. It's got the flag on it. Yeah, man, Puerto Ricans be knowing, man. I can't call it.
But the picture of the domino I sent you yesterday is
Yeah.
part of a set that's missing pieces. So we play dominoes with a set that Tatum got me.
Yeah, I feel like
Which a nice wooden set with golden dots. It's
I
beautiful.
think that was
That was
Dan.
me.
Oh, that was you?
That was your Christmas
I am
present.
sorry. I feel like genuinely
It's fine.
bad.
I'm white, you know.
Let the black man take credit for the Domino's for
Yeah,
once.
What did
It's
you
about
give me
time.
that
It's about time I had something taken from me, right?
I'm sad.
Don't be sad.
I'm hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think he should be hurt, but I mean, whatever. I guess you can be
No,
hurt.
I'm hurt
I know.
by my own actions.
That's all.
I will say that the sandwich I had was pretty good.
What would
There you
you
go. You're taking the white man's false regret.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'll put a pepperoni grilled cheese sandwich on there for you, but it will be turkey pepperoni.
No, fine with that.
We can make that. We can make it happen with these food truck dreams we have.
Food truck dreams.
Bruh.
I like with the broken shells of taco shells. I made some double decker tacos the other day, and both my sons kept on coming out. Like they got to eat. My girlfriend's anniversary dinner was just like salmon and shrimp and pasta. Well, I was eating leftovers, and then like they kept on coming in. Like I was trying to watch Hot Ones or some shit, and they kept on coming in like, I won't bite. I was like, get out of here.
Well, we don't. This has been a very food centric episode. So instead of my vacation, do you guys want to do what's the Skim food truck menu? Can we make this funny?
One, I think we've discussed our menu dreams before. We've gone through a lot of food truck ideas. One of them was Tatum's Tots, which is going to be tater tots with just but with various things on top of them. So
loaded tots.
Well-made loaded tots, so like a
I would
well-made
have to-
shredded chicken or something like that.
I will have to learn how to make like some good tater tots because I don't like tater tots.
The tater tots.
Tater tots-
They seem like they're made out of the same potato every single time.
I always liked them in the lunchroom better than fries, though.
I feel like if they're made good because like different companies make them differently. I think Alexa.
The baseline's probably
Makes the
all
best
right,
one.
right?
It's these kind called Alexa. It's like
I didn't say the best. I said the baseline.
okay, the baseline.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of like the Burger King style ones that are like a little coin.
The flat ones.
Yeah.
Those are pretty
The
good.
coin ones, the shape does make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I like that. I like that idea because the surface area, and it might work better for putting stuff on top of it.
It
Trust me,
definitely would.
we have had these discussions.
All right,
Well, okay. So, what if you had a sandwich? What would it be? How about that? Keep it basic.
I like a Thanksgiving style sandwich. Every now and again, once every year, Melt makes one. I've had the one at Wahlburgers and stuff like that. I really enjoy a well-made Thanksgiving sandwich.
The one that
So-
get going none to sneeze at.
Yeah, the gobbler, whatever you call it. The gobbler.
I think it's the
yeah,
gobbler.
yeah. And so I enjoy
Or the Pilgrim.
The Pilgrim. It's called the Pilgrim. I enjoy a good Thanksgiving style sandwich with, you know what I'm saying, all the little fixings and stuff like that there. So that's really a sandwich I fuck with. If you can make a variation, I'm sure you probably could. 'Cause one, you going to make better fucking dressing than any of these folks going to make. You know what I'm saying? We probably going to roast the turkey in a specific way or at least source us some good-ass turkeys from around the way.
I would like to if we
Farm Connect.
if we were going to do a sandwich, I would like to go outside, not really outside of the box, and smoke our turkey.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, you got a slow roasted. We'll have a slow smoked turkey.
Yeah.
With the smoke cracklings on the side of the turkey.
How about a buffalo chicken sandwich that tells blue cheese to fuck off? Because I don't like blue cheese, and I don't understand why you got to give me a buffalo chicken sandwich always with blue cheese.
You a ranch
Okay.
man? Or no dressing at all?
I'm more of a ranch man.
Yeah.
How about we flip it on the side, and instead of using blue cheese, we use a herb cream cheese because the jalapeno poppers come with cream cheese inside anyway.
So you got that spice cream cheese kind of blend?
Yeah, cream cheese is like
Bruh.
So this is why
Like,
We were thinking ranch, be basic and shit. And then it's like, not
cream cheese is the guy cheese when it comes to like stuff. It makes a lot of stuff better.
Dude, I put it on
it's
burgers.
I love cream cheese.
Yeah, I buy like the 3-pound brick from Sam's Clubs.
And just put it on the line and sniff it whole.
Yeah. I'll cut off sections of it because like. When I'm trying to keep it low carb, instead of like having some sort of like ice cream dessert or whatever, which like I did buy like a thing of Halo last night.
Yeah.
But like I'll cut off an edge of the cream cheese, and then I buy like the keto chocolate chips that were like they're sweetened with stevia, and then I have like the seasonings that I buy from that Flavor God place, and like they have like the chocolate donut one and the butter cinnamon roll one, all that shit. So like I'll make like a little like fake cheesecake.
Yeah.
Have just cheese like the cream cheese and all that stuff. But then like even with the cream cheese, like I'll put it on a fucking burger.
Yeah. Anytime I got time, the 3 cheeses I use is like I'll use a white cheddar cheese, cream cheese, and like another one. But that cream cheese just adds something to it. Mm-hmm. Cream cheese is super good.
Yeah.
There you go, man. You got a sandwich idea or a menu idea?
Like, do we count a burger as
Sure.
I'd want like a burger with peanut butter on it.
Okay.
Like I would need to add a little bit
How
more.
you want to style it? You want to style it more like down south they got peanut butter burgers, so you want to take it like maybe more in a Thai direction, you know what I'm saying, Thai peanut sauce or something like that?
I see, like I've always put it like with like the Irish style with like an egg and bacon and stuff like that.
With peanut butter?
Yeah.
Word.
But like,
peanut butter.
I kind of wonder like if you could do it like, you know how like they do like the Juicy Lucy's with the cheese?
The peanut butter in the middle,
could you
that'll
do
burn
that?
the fuck out of somebody's mouth.
Well, I mean, cheese does it too when you bite into it.
That's true.
You gotta let it cool.
Yeah.
I wonder
I feel like
if
it's worth like experimenting once at home, just trying to see if I can make it.
if you definitely
Yeah,
if you
do-
take just freeze it.
Yeah, make you I'm literally about to say make you a ball of peanut butter, freeze it hard, probably put it in the chest freezer downstairs so to get a good hard, and then fry that bitch up and let your meat rest like you're supposed to anyway, and that'll probably help melt it a little further. Yeah,
What I would
nice
do
experience.
is take some peanut butter, take some butter, like if you want to season it, cool, but take some peanut butter and butter, mix it up together, and freeze a little brick, put it in an ice tray or something, and then when you, after you cook, you have like a peanut butter ooze inside, like a buttery peanut butter. I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be real tasty. Just some chives popping in your butter, whatever. Whatever
like-
you gonna season your butter
I
with.
feel like there's room for experimentation.
Oh, experimentation. Yeah, you make several types of peanut butter. Like, all right, we're gonna try this time. Let's go around. Yeah, man, that's
What's good about a food
That's
truck
the
is you don't
joy.
have to like a huge ass menu. You just like, here's a few things. This is
also
what you get.
you can rotate it out quickly. You're like, you know what? That's not moving the needle like we thought it was. And so let's flip it and try something. That's why he said he been talking about food truck for like a minute.
Because I mean, like you could probably even try and do that with the cream cheese. Like you can make like Juicy Lucy's with the cream cheese, and then the cream cheese, like they got all different kinds of varieties of cream cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Like fucking
That pineapple cream cheese, right? If it's not too sweet.
Yeah,
And make you a nice burger
Yeah,
with
because
that?
like the Philly cream cheese, they got like the onions and chives and
Vegetables.
Yeah, they got ones all the fruit and everything. Like you can easily make a little like today we're gonna do like Juicy Lucy's with this and this, and like you just have them pre-made, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of us needs to hit the lottery so we can just record podcasts and have a food truck.
Well, yeah, if we could get a cheap building down here upstairs as a recording studio, downstairs as a restaurant.
How funny you went with cheap. Whereas my dreams, I literally just think about this yesterday, which is so funny to me. The top of the Key Tower, because it's empty. I remember seeing the video about it when they built it, and that was supposed to be Dick Jacobs' office, and he never ended up moving in there.
What's that? Like, it's this one street. Like,
I thought you said it was.
When you
I
come-
thought you were going to say it was supposed to be Gordon Gunn's office, but he never could find it.
like it's this. It used to be a bar.
So only a few gonna get that.
Like it's one of those streets that's like off from the steel yard, going through the back.
I know that bar. If you come right off that one bridge over there, that's just not that's been there forever.
Oh, and it has like the sports logos.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it.
That's what I would buy right there.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That will be on the humble because Tremont getting all fancy right up the hill. People come down the hill to kick it, and it's kind of downtown, so we could easily just meet down there and make sure. Yeah, bro, we got dreams of fucking R&B bitch like.
If you do this though, like the ribbon cutting's got to be done by like Melissa Ford.
Melissa Ford, is she held up on a hot?
I mean, like Nia Long, I assume
She
would be
looked
the
nice.
first choice.
When we talked about her last time, I went and looked her up, and she seems fine.
I'm sure we could get that one lady that we work with to cut the ribbon for her.
Goddamn. Yes, I would have her come cut it. Okay, that works. We've come to terms. All right, we're getting late in the game here. and my man got to go back to work. So
It's
I
all.
do. They probably think I'm like cheating on my wife because I'm so vague about where I'm going. Like I'm gonna go meet a friend downtown,
I'm gonna go meet somebody.
and then I take over an hour to get back. I gotta retie my ties. I'm coming in. Oh, okay. That hit the spot. Let's get back to work.
but they probably respect you. Like, man, you been going for an hour. So there you go. I'm gonna tell you right now. Go listen to the new Little Brother album. May the Lord watch. It's
they back
fucking
together?
amazing. Yes, they did get back together. Amazing. Taylor Swift album came out today too. Raphael Sadiq dropped the album. Missy Elliott dropped an album, and Rhapsody dropped an album. There's a lot of music that came out this week as we record. And
So Little Brother dropped it out.
But I'm telling you right now, that Little Brother direct sequel to the Minstrel Show is fucking amazing.
This is another sign of how I know I'm getting older. Like, I don't give a shit about anyone having new music come out. Even like Taylor Swift, love her. I love all the old break my heart music. New album out today. Spotify notified me. I hit dismiss. I give no shits.
Is that
Got all the music I need.
Yeah, I'm set. I've got 2,000 songs. I'm good.
They said that she got a breast augmentation. What do you feel about that?
I feel like she should do whatever makes her happy in her life, as long as it doesn't affect others negatively.
Also, head down south too. Augmentation wise.
What? You want
I think it's about booty.
Oh, okay.
You want a
It's
clit
not funny, you have to explain
augmentation?
Like, do you want her to cut?
You're right. That was very vague and not a very good joke. You're welcome to cut that out, T.
It's kind of aggressive.
And this is the guy who just made a joke about a blind man in a dead man.
That's Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. That is the real ODP.
The real old
Keep it a little
disappointment.
keep it a little too trio some days. I am the Internet Terror 713. You've just been podcast to, and I know you loved it. Peace.
The first 6 inches.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.